Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to walk through a sample plan by exploring the action items available in all three workspace modes inside Interior Design Pro. We'll begin with layout mode, where every plan begins and is where you start building your space. Then we'll move into 2D mode to arrange and organize furnishings, and finally, we'll enter 3D mode to experience the space in a more immersive environment and prepare the plan for rendering and presentation. To keep things simple and focused, each workspace mode will be covered in its own chapter while using the same sample plan throughout the walkthrough. I'm going to be including a link to the sample plan in the description, where if you don't have a plan on your device, you can download it from the secure website. Let's get started by opening up one of our sample plans. This is going to take us directly to the layout mode. Layout mode is where the foundation of your project begins. In this workspace, users can sketch rooms using Doodle, import blueprints, organize floors, and manage the overall room structure before furniture is ever added. So going across from the top, you can see the plus button. This is where you add rooms. If you're opening a blank workspace, this is where you would add your first room. Since we're already in an existing sample plan, we can add additional rooms by pinching and moving that plan over. Hit the plus symbol and you can add something from a template. So you can pick from any of these templates, which come with predefined doors and windows that are movable and removable. You also can choose from Doodle, which is basically just sketching a room, and then you can place that room anywhere in the plan that you want. You can also choose from Blueprint mode. Blueprint mode allows you to upload a file of an image of your floor plan where you can trace using Doodle right over top of that in true scale. And then you have Room Scanner. Room Scanner allows you to scan your room if you have a device equipped with LiDAR, so that the entire room is scanned directly into ID Pro to the proper scale. To the right of this, you have Mode button. This is where you switch between your three workspace modes, Layout, 2D, and 3D. Then you have your Diamond, which is your rendering manager, which we're going to go into more detail with in video 7. But this is where you can initiate your renders, see your renders in progress, and look at your completed renders. To the right of that, you have a Notes button. You can drag that Notes button anywhere on your plan. You can upload an image about the plan. You can do this in both layout and 2D mode to leave notes with images. Then to the right of that, you have your ceiling height button. This is where you can change the ceiling height of each floor in your plan. To the right of that, you have the title of your plan. If you forgot to define the title or you want to edit it, you tap the pencil and you can change the name of your plan there. Right below that, you'll see floor 1. You can tap on the floor, and this is your floor manager. This is where you can add additional floors to your plan and move those floors around. And if you hit the I button next to each floor, this is where you can change the name of those floors from basement, first floor, top floor. And you can change the height of each floor here. To the right of that, you have your undo and redo buttons. By tapping undo, you'll see my notes came back, and then I can get rid of that extra room that I placed there. Then to the right of that, you have your options menu. And the options menu is where you get to your main settings, your license key, your tutorials, and everything else that you would need to get to is the same options menu as the main screen. So you have two places to get to your options. And to the right of that, you have your help icon, which gives you an overlay about each mode. And to the right of that is your X button. Everything you do is automatically saved. So if you X out of this, it saved your plan and it takes you right back to your main menu, where you can tap on that plan and open it again, and it takes over right where you left off. And that's layout mode. Now that our structure is completed in layout mode, we can move on over to 2D mode. This workspace provides a top-down floor plan view that makes it easier to arrange furniture, lighting, and other decorative elements with more precision than you can in 3D mode, so you're not fighting perspective. Now, you can do everything in 2D mode that you can do in 3D mode and vice versa. So let's go over the options in 2D mode. Your first button, of course, is your mode button. Then you have your render button to the right of that, where you can render floor plan views like this in 2D mode. And then you have your black and white mode. This takes it from the full top-down view to more of a floor plan view, where it shows you doors and windows of your space in a more black and white floor plan look. Then you have your note button, the same note button that we had in the layout mode. Then you have your same options in the middle where you can change the name of your plan. You still have Floor Manager right there in the middle of the screen, and you have your unlimited undo and redo buttons. And then you have an option that you didn't see in layout mode, which is Model Importer. Interior Design Pro partners with Sketchfab, Fab, and Google 3D Warehouse to allow you to import any models that you want that are available on those platforms. You will need to set up an account for each one of those in order to download any models from their sites. Those models will directly import inside Interior Design Pro. I'm going to go ahead and hit the close button, and it keeps you right inside 2D mode. To the right of that, of course, is your options menu, and then you have your help overlay. To the left, you'll see the model and material shelf handle for the first time. You tap on that shelf handle and you can get to all of your products. So if you can tap on Calico products, Calico chairs, you can take a chair and drag it right into your plan. It's very easy to manipulate furniture in this perspective because it's top down. When you tap on that piece of furniture, you can see that your toolbar comes up that we covered in previous videos. You can go into rotate. You can rotate pieces of furniture or any other home furnishings or decorations in 5-degree increments, or you have the smooth where you can glide it into any spot that you want and you can move that chair anywhere you want. You can even delete it. You have your material shelf. You can drop materials into your plan and onto your objects the same way. So that's it for 2D mode. The next thing we're going to do is jump right into 3D mode by tapping on our workspace modes and going right into 3D mode. Let's begin going over all the options in 3D mode. On the left, you have your mode button. This is where you select between your 3 workspace modes. To the right of that, you have your render manager, and then you have your POV. This is your points of view manager, where you can save and add different points of view and lock it so that screen doesn't move, and unlock it. You can jump back to any camera angles later on if you want to change color of fabrics or colors of walls, and so that you can get right back to the same angle that you were before and get the same angle picture or rendering from that same shot. To the right of that, you kind of have 2 modes within 3D mode. You have your walkthrough mode, which if you look at my finger, you can pan through. You have a ceiling and you can actually walk through. We talked about walkthrough modes before. And you have Dollhouse mode. Sometimes Dollhouse mode just makes it easier. You can see I'm using 2 fingers to pan that space around and to zoom, pinch and zoom, drag over, pinch and zoom. This makes it easier to drag and drop objects into your plan in 3D mode. At any time, you can either double tap in a room to get back into walkthrough mode, or you can simply use the toggle to go back and forth from Dollhouse to walkthrough mode. To the right of that, you have fly-through mode. This is an advanced feature that we'll go over in a future video. It's where you can take customers through a guided video walkthrough of the space that you create. To the right of that, we have your unlimited undo and redo that we just talked about in 2D mode. And then we have your model importer. Then you have your help overlay and your close button. And you have your same models in material shelf. While we are in 3D mode, let's go over how to add some things from your shelf. So let's open our shelf. We're in Calico Furniture already, so I'm just going to pull in a chair. You can place that chair wherever you have room. Tap it again. You have your objects toolbar where you can rotate the chair, face it wherever you want, and then you can go in and drag any fabric you want over to that chair. Remember, you can use the unlimited undo redo buttons to remove the fabric from the chair or even remove the chair from the room altogether. Remember, everything is saved automatically, so from here you can simply just close the plan and the plan is saved. So that's your walkthrough of the 3 workspace modes, layout, 2D, and 3D. I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to reviewing Rendering Manager in the next video with you. Thanks for watching.